A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Monday's class. I hope that you're doing all well, and jazakumullah for arriving on time. Now let's start our class with our Monday's dua. If I can have a student on the mic, please.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Could we have G2700 on the mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Now, shall we start our dua with 1000 tasmiyah? And can I ask everyone at home as well to please recite 1000 tasmiyah and follow us with our dua as well? Okay, now let's start. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Very nice. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, mashallah. Okay, if you can follow me now. Rabbish rahli
رب اشرح لي
sadri
صدري
wayassir li
ويسر لي
amri.
أمري.
Very nice. Could you read the translation, please, as well?
Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me.
Very
Taha
nice.
26-27.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah. So do you know what Taha 26 to 27 means? So you can read below in white. It says the Holy Quran has 114 chapters, and Taha is one of the chapters, and it's chapter number 20. Okay. Now, this dua here, Rabbi Shrah Li, this can be found. It has got two verses, 26 and 27. This dua can be found in Surah Taha, in chapter Taha, and it's in verse 26 to 27. Maybe if you've got time after the class or in the morning, you can have someone to show you where this dua appears in the Holy Quran. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jazakumullah.
I know once as 26 to 27 in Surah Taha because I read it loads of times.
Oh, you've read it loads of times. Well done, mashallah. Maybe you know it by heart as well. It's a good dua to learn by heart as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakumullah G2700. Allah Hafiz.
Yes.
Allah Hafiz. Okay. Now, if you bear with me 1 second. Right. So let's go through our etiquettes of our class. Now, you should be thinking that you are in a mosque environment and you should be having done your ablution or your wuzu. You should be wearing clean clothes and your head should be covered with the topi, with a hat or a scarf. And you should be sitting in a quiet place. Make sure someone is there to supervise and help you with something if you have any questions. And please do make sure to sign in with the correct ID as well. Okay, let's see what we are going to learn about today. Now, we had our opening dua and announcement. Excuse me. Sorry, I just forgot one announcement. There will be an attendance form in the chat facility soon, or there is probably already. If you can click on it and record your attendance, that would be really good. So we know who is present on which days. Okay, so make sure to do it. Jazakallah. Okay, so in a minute we will be, inshallah, learning about the rule in focus, which is going to be introduction of idgham. So I will just be introducing the idgham, what idgham, I won't be explaining. That will be happening in the next few classes. So I'll be telling you which letters have, I'll be telling you some examples of idgham, okay? And then we can carry on with our practice text, and today's verses are 68 to 77, and our mispronounced letters are dod and to, and then we will inshallah consolidate our class for today. Right, now let's go on to idgham. Okay, so what is idgham? Now, before we do idgham, we need to learn something about fathatain, kasratain and damatain. Okay, and you know that fatatain, kasratain, and damatain, they make nasal sounds. Okay, so when you read them, you read them, and then there is a nasal sound, and you stay on it for a bit, for about 2 seconds. Okay. Now, also, what else has a nasal sound is the noon sakin. You can see here, noon and the sukoon sign. So anything carrying a sukoon sign is a sakin. So this is noon, and this makes it a sakin. Okay. Now, noon sakin makes a nasal sound as well. And you'll see in a minute in examples how it does that. Okay. Now, let's listen to how noon sakin and tanween are read in practice. So in the Holy Quran, how they are read. How if they make a nasal sound or if they don't make a nasal sound. Okay. Now the first example, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I will start from here, and this is Surah Al-Ikhlas, and this is verse 5 of Surah Ikhlas. Now here we have noon sakin. Okay, and just listen to it if it does make this the nasal sound or not. Okay, and then I will be reading out some more examples, and then I want to see if you can catch that rule, which we will be learning about tomorrow. Okay. Walam yakullahu kufuwan ahad. Okay. Now I read yakullahu. This noon did not make a noon sakin, nasal sound. Okay. So we joined the kaf onto the lam. Kullahu. Okay. You'll be hearing about some more examples in a minute, and see if you can catch a rule or make up a rule when we have to make the sakin or not, the nasal sound. Now here we have in the first verse, and this is Surah Al-Lahab. Surah Al-Lahab is towards the end of the Holy Quran, and this is kasratain. Okay. Now ba has 2 kasras below it. This is called kasratain. Okay. Now see if it does make the nasal sound. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. So I said lahabin wa. Okay. So it does make the nasal sound. Okay. Now the ba joins onto the wa, but it makes a nasal sound here as well. Okay. Now verse 5 starts from here, and we have a ra and fatatain on top of it. Now see if it does make a nasal sound. Sayasla naran dhata lahab. Okay. Naran dhata. Naran. So it does make the nasal sound here. Okay, now let's go on to verse 6 here. And there is a lam which carries a dhammatain. And then there is a noon sakin, meaning noon has a sakoon sign on top of it. Let's see if they do make a nasal sound or not. Fi jidiha hablum mim masad. Hablum mim masad. Okay, so here the lam is joined onto the meme. Okay, there is no nasal sound for the lam, but there is one for the meme, which is a different rule. Now this noon sakin does not make a nasal sound. Okay, so the meme is straight on joined onto the next meme. Okay, now maybe you kind of have the rule in mind when it does make a nasal sound or not, but just wanted to give you some more examples before we learn about idgham from tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, let's do another example. Here we have Surah Al-Maun, and in verse 5 it is it has this lam here which has the matain, and then it joins onto the lam lam in the next line. So fawailul lil musallin, lil musallin. So it does not make a nasal sound, although it does have the matain on top of it. Okay, right. So we have this surah here, Surah Zilzal, Az-Zilzal. Okay. Now, in verse 7, we have kasratain he below the dal, and let's see if it does make a nasal sound. Yawma idhin yasdu, din yasdu. Okay, so this does make a nasal sound. The dal he. Okay, then we have the ta, which carries fatatain, and let's see if it does make a nasal sound when it joins onto the lam. Ashtatalli yuraw, ashtatalli. So talli, it does not make any nasal sound. Okay, so when it joins onto this lam, it does not make any nasal sound. Right, next we have this bit here, and the noon sakin, which normally makes a nasal sound, is joined onto the ya. Let's see if it does make a nasal sound. فَمَن يَعْمَلْ, فَمَن يَعْمَلْ. So here it does make a nasal sound. Okay. Now at the end of this this line we have tal marbuta, and we have kasratain. Okay. Now let's see if it does make a nasal sound. Dharratin khayran ya, dharratin khayran ya. So it does make a nasal sound but does not prolong it. Okay. And this ra carrying a fatha, raya, it does make a nasal sound when it joins onto this ya here. Now into the next verse we have wa man ya'mal. Okay, and again the noon sakin makes a nasal sound here. And the last example here we have ra carrying a fatatain, and then it joins onto the ya. So sharranya, sharranya, and it does make a nasal sound here. All right. Now you've had many examples of fatatain, kasratain, dhammatain, and noon sakin, where they sometimes make a nasal sound and sometimes they don't. And inshallah, you'll be learning about it from tomorrow. So when a noon sakin or tanween is observed, a nasal sound is made. And there are rules that tell you what the nasal sound is. Sometimes, as I did in some of the examples, sometimes the nasal sound is a bit clear. Sometimes it's not so clear. So it depends on the next letter, which kind of nasal sound needs to be made. Okay, so you must always look at the next letter. Right. Let's go on to our practice text, and we will inshallah be starting from verse 67 today. If I can have a student on the mic, please.
G2659.
Assalamu alaikum, G2659.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Now, did you recite Tawz at the beginning of the class?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Now you can start from Tasmiyah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Very nice, mashallah. Okay. I will be reciting and you can follow me, and kind of request everyone at home to follow as well. Okay. Inna fi dhalika.
Inna fi dhalika
La ayah.
la ayah.
Very nice. Now, this is a stop sign, this little ta here, to, and here we have this ha, which has 2 dots. So normally, if we don't stop, we would be reading it tan, but because it's ta al marbuta, and we are stopping, we will be reading it as a ha. Okay, so we said la ayah. Okay. So this is one of the rules of stopping. وَمَا كَانَ
وما كان
أكثرهم
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 مؤمنين
مؤمنين
هم مؤمنين.
مؤمنين.
Very nice, mashallah. Now, do you want to recite this verse yourself? I can recite it once and then you can try it yourself, or do you want to follow me?
I would like to try myself.
Okay, let me just recite it once and listen to it really carefully, how to pronounce all the letters and use the rules, and then you can try yourself. Well done. وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ لَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الرَّحِيمُ.
Okay.
Okay.
وإن ربك لهو العزيز
This Zu joins onto the Ra here.
الرحيم.
Well done, mashallah. Very nicely recited. Your prolongations were really good, mashallah, and you made a gunna here and you stayed on it for a bit. You can stay on it for a bit longer if you want to. It was about 2 seconds, that's fine, but this is where you can stay a bit longer. Okay. And you made a Z, you made it longer because there is a ya madya. Well done, mashallah. Make sure to pronounce this ayn from your throat. Okay. Well done. Try make it come from the middle of your throat. Okay. And even this ha, try to read it from your throat. Ha, him. Very nice. Try. It can be a bit difficult to read this kind of ha and this ayn because it's sometimes difficult to pronounce them from the middle of your throat. But keep practicing, and inshallah, you will master them, inshallah, very soon. Jazakumullah G2659. That was really nicely recited. Allah Hafiz. Okay, can I have another student on the mic, please?
Yes, G2650.
Assalamu alaikum G2650.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now, did you recite that was at the beginning of the class when we were reading the beginning dua?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can you start from tasmiyah then? Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Very nice. Okay. Now, could you follow me and everyone at home as well, please? Okay. Watlu
Watlu
alayhim.
alayhim.
Very nice. Try to read this ayn from your throat. Alayhim.
Alayhim.
Very nice. Naba'a.
Naba'a.
Yes. Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Very nice. Do you want to try yourself the next verse? I can recite it once and then you can try, or do you want to follow me?
I'll try it by myself.
Okay. Now I will be reciting it first and then you can listen to it, how to pronounce it, and then you can try yourself. Well done. إِذْ قَالَ. Sorry, I will be reciting it, sorry, myself, okay? So, إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ. Okay, now you can try.
إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. Your timings were really good. Just this bit here, the first one is the lam and the second one is the alif. So this will be li'a, okay? So it does sometimes seem a bit confusing, but this first bit, which carries a kasra underneath, is a lam. So this will be li, and then the second bit is an alif. and it has a fatha, so this will be an alif. Okay, so li abihi, li abihi. Yes, so this is just, let's start from here. This li abihi. Very nice, mashallah. Well done. So your pronunciation is quite good. Well, you read the qaf from your throat as well. Well done. And you made it round as well. Okay, and even this qaf needs to be round and needs to come from your throat. Okay. Now again, the ayn, it is, I think, one of the most difficult letters to pronounce. Needs to come from your throat. So make sure to practice, and inshallah you will be able to pronounce it nicely. Okay, Jazakumullah, that was really nice, mashallah. G2650. Allah Hafiz.
I have a
Yes, G2650. Okay.
Bolu, unmute hai beta.
when you have, like, when you're doing the nasal sounds at the
Yes.
end, do you have to add the, like, tune on the nasal sound?
So do you have to say that, just this last bit, ta'budun? So stay on the noon, do you mean that?
No, she means to us is that do is going to go in the nose or not?
No, it shouldn't really you shouldn't really make a nasal sound at the do, although it is really easy to make because the next letter is a noon, so you should really be saying doon. So you shouldn't really make the nasal sound on the do. It is a really good question because it happens a lot, and it is really easy to make that nasal sound. So so it's better not to. Well, you shouldn't really. So doon.
So when you say noon, then you hold the n in your nose as well, or you don't just hold it in your nose?
No, so you don't stay on the n. You just read the n for just make that sound. So doon.
Okay.
So you don't sit on, because it's this one is a stop sign here, so it's the end of the ayat. You won't you won't stay on the noon for any longer than needed. Okay.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, you will be learning about idgham soon, so you'll know when to stay on the noon and when not to stay on the noon sakin. So you'll know inshallah very soon.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Khuda Hafiz. Jazakallah. Okay, can I have another student on the mic, please?
G2661.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good, are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Now, did you recite tawz at the beginning of the class?
Yeah.
Yes, auzubillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice. Jazakumullah G2661. Now, just want to ask you as well. Have you been doing your homework? So the homework is normally just to revising your the rule of the day before. In this case, it will be revising the rule for Friday or Thursday and reciting the verses we have been doing in class. So were you able to do the homework?
No, but I did do revision on the Qaeda.
Okay, that's very well done, mashallah. Well done. So did you get to revise that rule as well of the last weeks?
Yeah.
Some of the rules. Yes. Okay, make sure before you go to sleep or when you wake up in the morning early, make sure the verses we are reciting today, it's just a few verses. So it starts from here, from inna, and then it will be up to here. Make sure to do that, okay? To recite them, to read them yourself, because now you're reading them with me, but when you recite them yourself, then it's a bit different. You'll get to know how some of the rules are used, okay? So make sure to do that as well, okay? Now,
Yeah.
let's start. Can you follow me? Follow. نعبد
نعبد
أصنام
أصنام
من فنزل
موفل زول
من
مو
فنزل.
فنزول
Very nice. لها
لها
عاكفين
آكبين
عاكفين.
آكفين.
Very nice, mashallah. Do you want to have a go at the next verse? Or do you want to follow me?
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you want to follow me for the next verse or do you want to try yourself?
I could try it myself.
Okay, now let me recite it first and then you can try yourself, okay? قال هل يسمعونكم إذ تدعون. Okay, now you can try yourself.
قال هل يسمعون كم إذ تدعون.
Very nice. That was a really nice try, mashallah. Now, this bit here, yes, I think you thought this is a fatah as well. So this carries a sukoon sign. So it's a yes. Okay.
Yes.
Well
Sorry.
done. Yasma'u. And then this is
يسمعون
nakum.
نكم.
Well done. And I really like your pronunciation. You read the ayn from your throat, which is really hard to do. Well done, mashallah. Keep it up, okay? Keep pronouncing the ayn from your throat as well. And I like that you did the jerk on the dal. So tad'oon. You will learn that very soon as well, inshallah, that rule. Okay, Jazakumullah G2661. That was really nicely recited, mashallah. Allah Hafiz.
Rafish.
Okay, can I have another student on the mic, please?
Yes. G2674.
Assalamu alaikum, G2674.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, now, if you bear with me 1 second. Okay, now, did you get to recite taws at the beginning of the class?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Let's start with taws and tasmiyah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice. Okay, when you recite tasmiyah, okay, when you say Bismillahir Rahman, okay, so make sure to make the ma a bit longer, Rahman, and then Nirrahim, and the ha of the Rahma and the him needs to come from your throat, okay? Try to read it like that, okay? If you can follow me, Bismillah,
Bismillah
Rahman,
Ar-Rahman
Nirrahim.
Ar-Rahim.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. Okay. Now, can you follow me, please? أو ينفعوا
أو ينفعوا
نكم
نكم
أو يضرون
أو ينظروا
يضرون.
ينظرون.
Very nice. قالوا
قالوا
بل
من
بل
بل
وجدنا
وجدنا
Remember, on the top of the noon, there is a medium long stretch. So we have to make it longer than 2 seconds. So about 3 or 4 seconds, okay? Na. Very well done. Aba'ana. Well done. Now, again, on top of the ba, there is an extra long stretch, which needs to be even longer than the medium stretch here, okay? So it needs to be about 4 to 6 seconds, okay? So, ba-ana. Make the ba even longer, okay? Make the ba longer and the na only 2 seconds, okay? Ba-ana. Okay, well done. كذلك يفعلون. Very nice, mashallah. Now, do you want to try the next verse yourself? Or do you want to follow me? Okay, that's fine. قال أفرأيتم أيتم ما. Okay, make sure to stay on the meme. Remember, when there is a meme mushaddad, we have to make gunna. Stay on it for about 2 seconds, okay? أيتم ما. Remember, stay on the meme a bit longer. So, tum ma. That's better. Well done. Kuntum ta'budun. Very nice. Jazakumullah G2674. Remember to do your homework. So these are the verses recited today from inna to up to here. Okay, and the rule of today. Make sure to recite them yourself today, tonight, or in the morning, or when you come back from school. Okay, so it's going to be a lot easier for you to do them
Can my
yourself.
sister have a chance?
What's your sister's ID, please?
G2673.
Okay, yes, sure. Assalamu alaikum G2673. Assalamu alaikum. G2673.
Yes.
G2673.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Now let's start with thousand tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice, mashallah. Okay, now let's start from here. Here, and if everyone else can repeat after me as well. So, antum
أنتم
wa aba'ukum.
وآباؤكم.
Okay, so we need to make the bar longer because there is an extra long stretch.
آباؤكم.
Very nice. Aba'ukum.
آباؤكم.
Very nice. Do you know how long we make the extra long stretch?
4,
Yes.
5
So,
seconds.
yeah, it can go up to 6 seconds. So 4, 5, 6 seconds. Okay. Well done. Very good. Okay. Kumul aqdamun.
الأقدمون.
Very nice. Mul aqdamun.
الأقدمون.
Very good, mashallah. Okay, let's go back to our beginning. Inna fi.
إن في
ذلك
ذلك
لآية.
لآية.
Very nice. Do you want to try and recite the rest of the verse yourself? Or do you want to
Yes.
follow me?
Can I read it by myself?
Okay, let me recite it first and then you can recite it yourself. وَمَا كَانَ أَكْثَرُهُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Okay.
وما كان أكثرهم مؤمنين.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. So your prolongation was you prolonged everything really nicely, the correct amount. Well done. And I liked that you tried to read the tha really softly. Well done, mashallah. Now meme. This is a meme mushaddad again. And do you know what we do when there is a meme mushaddad?
قلنا
We do ghunna. Do we stay on it for a bit?
yes.
How long?
1 second.
It's a bit more, so we can stay. The least amount we need to stay on is 2 seconds. Can be a bit longer, but you need to stay on it for 2 seconds. Okay. مؤمنين.
هم مؤمنين.
Stay on it for a tiny bit longer. Okay. مؤمنين.
هم مؤمنين.
Well done, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah G2 673. That was really nicely recited, mashallah. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Okay. Can I have another student on the mic, please?
Yes. G2669.
Assalamu alaikum G2 669.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Did you recite tawaz at the beginning of the class?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's start with tasmiyah then. Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Very good. Okay, now can you follow me? If I can find my mouse. Okay. Wa inna rabbaka
Wa inna rabbaka
lahuwal azizul. Sorry. Lahuwal azizu.
lahuwal azizu
Azizu.
azizu.
Very nice. Try to read this ayn from your throat. Azizu.
Azizu.
Zurrahim.
Zurrahim.
Very nice. Watlu alayhim.
Watlu alayhim.
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 Naba'a
Naba'a
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Very nice, mashallah. Do you want to try and recite this next verse by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, let me recite it first and then listen to it carefully, okay? إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ما تعبدون. Okay.
إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ما تعبدون.
Very nice, mashallah. You prolonged everything really nicely. Well done. Now this qaf, what kind of letter is the qaf? It's when you read it, you say qa, don't you? So it's a thick letter, and you need to make it round. Make your round. Sorry, you need to make your mouth a bit round. Okay. You don't say ka, you say qa. Okay. So make sure to round your mouth every time there is this qaf with the 2 dots. Okay. Even this qaf here, same. You have to round your mouth. Okay. So when you read it, you say qawmi. That was correct. Even here, you rounded your mouth. It was really good. Just round it a tiny bit longer and try to read it from your throat. Okay. So is qala.
Is qala.
Very nice. And again, the dal, this dal here, needs to come out a bit soft. Okay. Is qala.
Is qala.
Well done. That was nice. Nice try. Try to touch your tongue to your upper teeth and then read the dal. Okay. If. That was better. Well done, mashallah. Okay. Jazakumullah G2 669. You recited really nicely, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Okay. Can I have another student on the mic, please?
Yes, G2672.
Assalamu alaikum, G2672.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Did you recite those at the beginning of the class?
Yes.
Okay, good. We can start with Tasmiyah then. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Very nice. Okay, now if you can follow me. Qalu
Qalu
na'budu
na'budu
asnaman
asnaman
fanazallu
fanazallu
laha
laha
akifin.
aqifin.
Very nice, mashallah. I like your pronunciation of the ain. Well done. Do you want to try the next verse?
Sure.
Okay, let me recite it and then you can recite it. قَالَ هَلْ يَسْمَعُونَكُمْ إِذْ تَدْعُونَ. Okay.
قال هل يسمعونكم إذ تدعون.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. So you prolonged everything really nicely and your pronunciation is really good, mashallah. Could you read this bit for me? This little bit for me again, please.
نقم إذ تدعون.
Okay, well done. So the ain that comes from your throat, well done. This kaf is the normal kaf. So you don't read it from your throat. It's let me show you. It's this kaf. This one comes from your throat, and it needs to be rounded as well. Okay, so this is qa, and this is just ka or ku. Okay, kum here. So make sure this one does not come from your throat. Okay, let's have a go at the next verse as well. أو ينفعونكم أو يضرون.
أو تنفعونكم أو يضرون.
Very nice. Now this is a ya. Okay, it is really easily to exchange this as a ta. Okay, so ينفعو
جو أو ينفعو.
Well done, mashallah. Okay, again, this kaf needs to, it does not come from the middle of your throat. Okay, just kum.
كم.
That's it. Well done. Make sure to, whenever you read this kaf or this qaf in your recitation, when you are practicing this text or when you are reciting the Holy Quran, make sure to distinguish it. Okay, so this one comes from your throat, qa, and this one is just, does not come from your from the middle of your throat. Kum, just normal kum. Okay. Jazakumullah G2672. Very nicely recited, mashallah. Very good pronunciation, and you prolonged everything really nicely. Allah
Miss?
Hafiz. Yes.
I got a question. You know, at the end of the verse,
Yes.
do you always pronounce the last letter or no?
Well, depending on the rule, what the rule is, here in this, here we have to pronounce this last letter. So there is no letter after that. Sometimes if there is an alif, that alif will not be pronounced if that alif is blank. So in this case, the noon is pronounced. Let me just see if I can find an example for you of what I'm saying. But there are different rules of stopping if there is a stop sign or the end of the verse. But sometimes if there is a blank alif or a blank ya, that will not be pronounced. Instead, you will just be reading the letter before that. I cannot seem to find any example now, but we will inshallah be doing the rules of stopping very soon, and then you can learn about which letter is not pronounced at the end. But normally it's blank letters which are not pronounced. Okay.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
you know, under the ruku where it ends,
Yes.
what does it mean? Under
Just
the
say.
no, under the thingy.
Okay. So here it says waqf lazim. Okay. Now, if this line must have a waqf lazim. Waqf lazim means wherever that waqf lazim appears, and in this line, this waqf lazim is this meme here, this little meme. Okay. So this little meme means you must stop here. Okay. You have you cannot carry on. Sometimes people do carry on even after a stop sign. But in this case, you cannot carry on. You just have to stop here. Ibrahim, you cannot say Ibrahim idh qala. Okay, so this. You need to stop here, take a breath, and then carry on. Okay, so waqf lazim is always, whenever you see a waqf lazim, then there is in that same line there should be a little meme, and that should mean that wherever that little meme is, you need to stop. Okay.
Okay, Miss Zakala.
Jazakallah for asking this question. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum. All right. Okay, let's carry on and see what our mispronounced letters are for today. So we had dod and do. And dod looks like this. And dod is a letter of the tongue, and letters of the tongue are called al-lisan, and it can often be replaced with za. So when you're reading dod, or dod can also be pronounced as zod. Okay, so zod or dod, these are the two ways to pronounce this letter. But do not read it as a za. Okay, za is not a thick letter. Okay, as you can see, zod is a bit different. You make your mouth round when you read it, and we will in a second see how it's pronounced. Okay, so it's pronounced. It is a heavy and thick sounding letter. The entire side of the tongue touches the base of the molars, either from right, left, or both sides. It is a mistake to pronounce it like the letter dal. Okay, so do not read it as a letter dal. You can read it as a do, so it needs to be round, but not as a dal. Okay, now dal, you touch your tongue to your teeth. Okay, even za is different. So make sure to distinguish between these two letters, actually the three letters, when you read them in the Holy Quran. All right, the next letter is ta, and it is also a letter of the tongue, and it's called al-lisan, and it can often be replaced with ta, with this ta here with the two dots. But it is pronounced, it is a heavy and thick sounding letter in comparison with the letter ta. So listen to it, ta and to, ta and to. The second part of the tongue, i.e. little backward from the tip, touches the junction between the front upper teeth and the gum. Tongue is raised to make it thick and heavy. So to, and this is ta. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can quickly go through some examples. Okay. Right. So I'll be going through some of the examples. Actually, if I can have a student on the mic to go through them with me as well.
Yes, G2676.
Assalamu alaikum, G2676.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Now, we are learning about the mispronounced letters, and today's letters is dod and to. Okay, now let's read some examples with a dod, and there is this example here. Okay, now I will be reciting it and you can listen to it and try to recite it as the same way. Okay, now the first example has dod, the next one has a zo, and then the last one has a da. Okay, all three of them need to sound different. Okay, and you need to hear it from your recitation or my recitation that they're different sounds. Okay, so the first one is the dod, nado or nazo. Okay, so this dot can be pronounced as nado or nazo, and this one is nazo, and this is nada. Okay, try to read them.
Nada, Naza,
Yes,
Nada.
nada. Very nice. The middle one, you still need to make it round. Okay, so nazo.
Nazo.
That's it. Now, yes, well done. So I could hear them. I could hear that there are three different sounds. Well done, mashallah. Now let's read this example below. Nadokhatani.
Nadokhatani.
Very well done. Let's go on to the ta now and do this first example. Now here in the first example we have the ta and then we have the ta. Okay, so first we have qatta and qatta, qatta and qatta. Okay,
Yeah.
Try yourself now.
Qatta,
Qatta. Very nice, well done. I could hear the ta and the ta. So when you said it, I could even if I didn't have the text in front of me, I could hear it that the first bit was this ta here and the second one was this ta with the two dots. Well done, mashallah. Okay, let's read this example here. Faqatta'a.
Faqatta'a.
Very nice. Now make this ta tiny bit more round. Okay, Faqatta'a.
Faqatta'a.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done, jazakumullah. Very nicely recited. I like your pronunciation with the ayn and everything. Well done, mashallah. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz 2676.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, now let's see. Okay, the rule of today was introduction to assimilation or idgham. We did a few examples today, and today we recited verses 68 to 77. Now make sure that you, as your homework, you recite them tonight or tomorrow or after school tomorrow, so you can get some more practice in. And the letters, mispronounced letters today were dod and ta. And your homework, as I said, are to apply the rules in your tilawat, in your recitation, and practice the verses. Right, if I can have a student on the mic to recite the end dua.
G2657.
Assalamu alaikum, G2567.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Now let's recite our end dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Allahumma.
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 Hamni.
Hamni.
Bil-Qur'anil.
Bil-Qur'anil.
Azim.
Azim.
Very nice. Jazakumullah. Could you read the translation for me, please?
O Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Very nice. MashaAllah. Jazakumullah. And very nicely recited. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so this brings us towards the end of our class. Jazakumullah for joining in. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.